And the mics are open. Mike, welcome to First Morning Locals in the Morning with Heidi and Colette. Well, I guess that's redundant after a while.
Also known as First Local Mornings, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
What day is it? Hump day!
That's where I was going in my head. I'm like, it doesn't matter if we're at the afternoon or morning. Just kidding, we're at the morning edition. Clearly, we don't have to ask if there's lipstick on my nose.
Not yet. No.
We got a few hours. Today is the April 14th, which means the Titanic. We've got some Titanic info.
We have Titanic, yes. Today, on today's date in 1912, the unsinkable Titanic on its maiden voyage did collide with an iceberg. And this is animated. Mike wants everybody to know this is not
beautifully starry night
footage of the actual sinking. So she sank at 2:20 a.m., killing 1,517 of the 2,238 people on board, including, as we know, Jack and Rose. Although arguably Jack would not have perished in the cold, icy sea if Rose had shared her plank with him. And let the record reflect that I have only seen that movie through to the end once. Because if you have me invest in characters, then you kill one of them, it really upsets me, and it took me like literally at least a year to recover. And so now I only watch to the part where they get together, right? Like, you know, the handprint in the car.
Of course, who doesn't watch the handprint in the car one?
Sure, yeah.
I have a few things to say about this. I mean, I'll never let you go, Jack, and not 15 seconds go by and, well, you see Jack go. I can't buy into that, Rose.
I'll never let you go unless you're threatening to tip me into the water.
Okay,
can you take your hands off? Bye.
You know, I guess.
She watched him go down, the bubbles coming out of his lips.
I can't buy into it, but
not gonna let you go.
Nonetheless, a very historic day today.
Yes.
With the sinking of the Titanic. I need Rose to have a little more loyalty to her man. But okay, what else is today? Oh, today is National Ex-Spouse Day. So if you're out there and you have an ex-spouse, well, what is it? It's an actual image. There's a graphic. There's a National Ex-Spouse Day graphic. That's insanely hilarious. Anyway, you know what? If you have found yourself in a situation where you are now free from an ex-spouse and you're happy about it, go Sally today. Sally. What else we got?
Well, just in terms of general chit-chat, you know,
general chit-chat, baby.
I did go to Tim Hortons this morning. As Colette was, running a little bit behind, so I was like, no, I'll go get coffee and then like whatever,
3 minutes, maybe 5.
So I pull up, and some of you may know, some of you may not know, Colette does have an allergy to dairy. It's a very severe allergy to dairy. So, I've got this, I'm armed with my knowledge and my care for my coworker and my co-host, and charged with this. I pull up to the drive-thru and, can I help you? Yes. Can I please have an extra large coffee with 3. First of all, I asked her, do you have almond milk?
Thank you for that.
And you're welcome. And she said, yes. Okay. So that little bit of an edge right off. Yes. Okay. Okay then. So can I please have an extra large coffee with 3 almond milk and 1 sweetener? And then another extra large coffee regular. She said, okay, so like an extra large coffee with 3 milk. And I said, no. 3 almond milk, like she has an allergy. Okay. Okay, well, it's a severe allergy. Okay.
She okayed you.
So 3 almond milk and a sugar. No, a sweetener. Oh, okay. Did you want anything else? Well, yes, a whole nother coffee, actually.
She was right twisted.
So I said, so to summarize, that's, 1 coffee with 3 almond milk and a sweetener, and then at this point I thought I'll just make it easy for her. I'll have an extra large coffee double. And she goes, yeah, I got it. Okay, well, I don't know if we start to kind of talk about the technical definition that would be applied to somebody being able to say, yeah, I got it. She did not meet that technical definition, and I no longer had confidence in her service. So I hope you're okay, buddy.
Good. You know what? No EpiPen required. I am enjoying my almond milk coffee, and I appreciate that You got my back, sister.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't know. I did my best.
There was a few times where I went to go take a swig. I'm like, there's cream in there, you know. You had to take the lid off and take a check. But it's definitely almond milk. So awesome sauce. You're a good friend.
All right.
Sorry
well, I
for
guess
being a little late this morning.
I guess we need to get ready for your Band-Aid, people.
Okay. Yeah.
So, Algoma Public Health is reporting 6 new cases of COVID in all from Sault Ste. Marie and area. So, you know, we can all probably say this together backwards and in our sleep, but say it with me. Through contact tracing, Algoma Public Health will notify you if you are considered to have been a close contact to any one of these 6 new cases. Okay? If I seem a little brittle, it's because I am.
Okay.
So, case 270. Yeah. Cases 274 through 279 reported to be self-isolating. We have four cases declaring cause of exposure to be close contact, 1 unknown, and 1 international travel. Okay.
Come on.
Well, you know what? And it seems that, you know,
Jeez.
some of these exposures are arguably avoidable, but that's my opinion, and I'm not shaming anybody or trying to make anybody feel bad. Becoming ill is no joke. I just want to reinforce the importance of all of us, you know, keeping our focus on the collective wishes of the community, that we beat this, that we enjoy a good summer with more liberties than we've experienced in more than a year now. So, Algoma regions with COVID-19 cases reported in the past 10 days include Sault Ste. Marie and area, Central and East Algoma, Elliott Lake and area, status in Algoma, 279 confirmed cases, of which 42 are active, with 1 of those being a non-Algoma resident, 2 in hospital, 1 of those being a non-Algoma resident, and 238 resolved cases.
So are we to assume then that the second person hospital out of the region was a transfer from perhaps Southern Ontario or another part of the province?
I don't think that we should assume. I think it's possible. I think it's likely, given that, you know, we have reported in the past few days that this is a necessary strategy to mitigate the crises in the hotspots. However, I have heard in past, you know, it could be somebody who's maybe, you know, incarcerated or, you know, becomes ill at the treatment arena.
Thank you for highlighting that and focusing on that. Okay. Just was wondering, because we did mention yesterday that okay, Mike, what's going on? That's doing
oh my gosh, for 1 minute there, it was on me while you were
talking. No, it's so awkward for you. I was like, she's gonna look up and be like, I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. Okay.
How do you like that? How do you like me now?
How do you like me now? We were listening to that this morning.
It's a great song.
Great song.
Elijah gave me that song.
Thank you, Elijah.
Again, if you don't know Elijah, you should know Elijah. Elijah's the guy to know.
So yesterday we did report that because of the ICU beds and everything going on in hotspots, that, you know, we're also worried about our physicians and our nurses and our healthcare practitioners.
Yes.
Okay, over to Quebec, where we have heard our first victim who's experienced a blood clot from AstraZeneca vaccine.
Right.
We did report yesterday that Johnson & Johnson was taken off the shelf or was being halted due to blood clot issues
and
as well.
That's the single dose, right?
That is the single dose, right. Johnson & Johnson.
Right.
More than 700,000 doses of that vaccine has been administered in Canada. But important to note here, everyone who's listening, so listen up, the risk of getting a blood clot from COVID-19 is far higher than from the vaccine itself. So earlier today, early yesterday, or maybe it was today, the United States also paused, like I said, the use of Johnson & Johnson. Health Canada approved the AstraZeneca back in February of 26 and Johnson & Johnson March 5th.
Yeah.
Both under the same warning right now with blood clots. So the poor woman in Quebec is now suffering from that.
You know, and I'm gonna add to that, right? Because we did see this morning as well, that a number of doctors, though, are coming forward, like, you know, in the wake of these reportings of these blood clots as an exceedingly rare adverse response, they're emphasizing that your risk of getting a blood clot or an associated adverse response to a vaccination is far less than the risk of actually contracting COVID. So, in other words, you are more likely to contract COVID-19 than you are to suffer an adverse reaction from the vaccination. And this is from many doctors.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, what else do we got? Sorry, Mike? 2 minutes before Craig. Okay, over to you. Massive cuts at Laurentian University. I know we wanted to talk about this yesterday. We didn't get a time to, and we still had 2 shows, and we still didn't get a time.
I know. So, well, that's because, Rob Ford was updating us on what we already knew. So.
Duck.
What?
Doug Ford.
What did I say? Duck?
Rob.
Oh, Rob.
That's okay. Rob was a very...
I'm sorry. No.
It's okay. Rob Ford was a good, he's a good politician. Anyway.
Sure. Yes.
Over to you.
Doug. I thought I called him Duck.
That's okay.
No, I called him Rob. Okay. Yeah, it's his brother. Okay. So... There has been a shocking dismemberment of Laurentian University's programs and staff, and it is a devastating blow. It is being reported to the people of Northern Ontario, and this is according to 2 MPs, Charlie Angus and Carol Hughes. They point out that Laurentian opened the doors for generations of Francophone, Indigenous, and Anglophone youth from the North. The university has played, there it is, the university has played a key role in stemming the endless out-migration of youth. They're calling on the federal Liberals to work with Northern leaders to address the crises. So a very good article posted to our website. They're noting that over 100 faculty are being let go, and key programs in French studies, midwifery, history, and economics are being trashed. And MP Charlie Angus is, calling attention to the silence from the Northern Liberals. So
it's sad because it is the French and the Francophone and Indigenous communities that use Laurentian University, and we want to keep that little piece in Northern Ontario for sure.
Totally.
We have one more story? Okay. Well, how about this? How about we clock ourselves over to 191 kilometers per hour? This is a good one. Okay, members from the East Algoma detachment of the OPP, a member of OPP Sault Ste. Highway Safety Division, well, just members from everywhere yesterday, were out and about. The K9 unit, the handlers, everybody was I'm sorry, this is terrible. A westbound vehicle passing dangerously and traveling at an excessive rate on Highway 17. I mean, 191 kilometers per hour on Highway 17 through Massey. You're flying by that Shell gas station like nobody's business.
It's probably me trying to get back uptown from dropping my kid off.
191 kilometers per hour in a set. Okay, there's a traffic light right there, is there not? Anyways, at approximately 7:43 in the morning, police observed the suspect vehicle traveling westbound on Highway 17 east of the town of Blind River. The vehicle was locked at a speed of 191 kilometers per hour in a posted 90K zone and passed a fully marked police cruiser. Oh, heck, that's terrible.
Well, to be fair, he probably didn't see it.
Not only did he pass the police officer, but the police officer's emergency lights were on. They were on. The suspect's vehicle made attempts to avoid police, and at approximately 9:15 in the morning, a spike belt was successfully deployed on Highway 17. There's a lot going on in this story. In the municipality of Huron Shores, east of the town of Thessalon. Well, that's a heck of a story, isn't it? A foot chase ensued with I'm just not done yet, everyone. A foot chase ensued with officers arresting the driver. As a result of the investigation, a 21-year-old from Jokeville, has been charged with dangerous operation, flight from a peace officer, racing motor vehicle excessive speed, and driving while under suspension.
Impersonating Vin Diesel in another installment of the Fast and
Furious 21. Over to you, Craig. What is he thinking?
Thank you very much. And as you can see today, I have the handheld mic today because our mics keep on breaking here.
Oh, the COVID?
And so with this handheld mic, I feel like I'm doing a telethon. So maybe, Mike, if we could have a phone number just at the bottom here, we can get some donations for some new mics. I'm just kidding, but I'm not kidding about the weather. We have a little bit of a mess today with some drizzles, some light rain showers, and maybe even some flurries. We'll take a look outside and see what's happening. We are still sticking with some gray skies out there. It's almost been like the same morning every single morning where we're just waking up with some drizzle and some cloud. And again, we could see those flurries pop up into our forecast later on today. I'll show you all of that coming up with the full forecast.
just once in a while at parties and stuff. If that's what your kid says, they'll probably also tell you that it's not a big deal. But that's no reason not to talk about it. You could tell them that you think that's a good thing and that you're really happy they don't use it that often. Then ask them why. Maybe deep down they know it's bad. They just need your help realizing it. From there, it should be pretty easy to drop off the hint that their brain is still growing and that they shouldn't smoke pot. At least not until they're older.
Visit drugfreekidscanada.org for more tools to help start the conversation.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Morning with Heidi and Colette. It is Wednesday, April 14th.
Sorry.
We are being rescued from the air conditioning.
It's
Thank you,
freezing
Kevin.
in here. I can't take it. Now, I know, I will say I do have my heater that buzzes around and everybody hates me for it. That little, okay, be quiet,
It's
Mike,
effective though. Like it's effective.
And they're like dying. It's hot in here. And I'm like
it
with
need-
winter
I
jacket
know,
on.
she needs to feed her blood. You need more red meat. Yeah, you feed your blood. Kind of.
Oh my God. Like, well, the AC's finally off, so good.
Okay.
Anyway.
We're going to go into, okay. Yeah, okay. We're going to go into social media.
Let's go.
So
Dive
important that
in.
I'm going to say it 3 times. We're going into social media. All right.
Oh no, Beetlejuice.
You know, I did see right off the hop that Mark was watching, Kimberly was watching, Bradley was watching. Romper Bomper, Stomper Boo. Yeah. So Kimberly, okay.
Say Colette, say Tamarack.
Kimberly says, "Good morning, beautiful ladies. I hope you all have a great day." And this coming from a beautiful lady. Kim is exquisite. She has these fabulous turquoise eyes that are just too much. Anyway, good morning to you, love. Nice to see you, or see your name. Your parents say good morning. Good morning to the Lindens.
Mumsy and Dadsy.
Inika, morning everyone. Okay, so we've got coffee, we've got cookie, we've got little, sunglass emoji, also very cool. I like that, again, the slight variation keeps me on my toes.
Yeah,
Bradley,
sure.
Happy hump day, what day is it, right? Sure. The little gritty kind of winky. Good morning to you, Haley, if you're with your dad, or if
Hi,
you're
Haley.
catching this on the replay.
Haley thinks we're funny.
Yeah, Haley, share this with your friends. We need to kind of generate some buzz in your demographics.
Yes.
So, Giselle says, "Good hump day morning, everyone."
What's
She's
up,
got a
G?
smile. She's got a wavy hand. She's got the coffee. Margaret says, "Good morning,
She
all."
doesn't drink coffee, Mike.
What?
Mike says she doesn't drink coffee. How could you not drink coffee, Giselle?
Okay, well, it could be, it's an emoji, Mike. It could be tea, it could be coffee. There's no little tea bag flag hanging out of it. I'm just going to say
bag.
that, but
You tea bag?
And I'm going to, what?
Nothing.
Just be quiet.
I tell you, what else are we
Just be
going to,
quiet.
though?
We're going to lose
What
it.
else? Okay, back
PG
to
ratings.
Okay.
Can you edit that? Like, what did you
I
just
don't know
say
what.
there?
Well, no, I think pick up from the tea bag.
Coffee, yes. So there's no flag from the tea bag. So, and not knowing Giselle, Mike, presumably as well as you know Giselle, how could I know that?
All right. All right, enough. I feel like I'm the parent right here. What else? Who else do we have on social media?
We have
You just keep doing your thing,
Steve
lady.
saying, "Good morning, all, rocking the horns." No acronyms. He's giving me a break that makes me think that tomorrow and Friday are going to be
gearing up
heavy,
for
man.
big one.
I can just picture him there. Oh, yeah, this is going to get her. All right. Allie and Ron say, "Good morning, ladies," with the cute little pink cheek smiley.
Oh, nice.
Jim says, "Jimbo will limbo underneath the rain."
Woo! Jimbo can pate.
All right. I'll let you slide a little bit after yesterday
Let your backbone
afternoon,
slide?
but-
I like that. Sorry.
Okay, Mark
Box of
says, and this is a
isolation.
quote, "For civilizations to survive, the human race has to remain civilized." And that's a quote by Rod Sterling. Very, very well-spoken man, Rod Sterling. I mean, Mark is fairly eloquent as well, but yeah, that's. I'm going to have to ponder that. I don't even have anything sassy to say back to that because I'm a big fan of Rod Sterling, and I think that's very well said. So enough. Okay, Allie and Ron. Okay.
Okay.
Allie and Ron, good morning, cuz.
Good morning. What?
I assume that's to you.
Who's Allie?
Allie and Ron, good morning, cuz.
Good morning. I don't think I have a
Well, good morning.
I don't know. I have family everywhere. I'm very lucky that way.
Okay, Sherry.
I'm going to have to look at that
Good on
name.
you.
I don't know what the name is.
Good on you for speaking out on unacceptable customer service. Well, yes, I mean, I'm kind of being bad about it, though, really, because, you know, properly
No.
I would have spoken it to the people at the window, you know, but always hesitant to invoke my inner Karen if it's not warranted. Apologies to any of the Karens out
Inner
there.
Karen. I have a good friend named Karen. but
My,
that's
well,
okay.
and I have many friends named
Yeah,
Karen,
that's
but my
okay,
12-year-old
Inner Karen.
calls me Karen a lot. And
What about
it
Felicia? I
stings.
get Dante calls me Felicia. Apparently that's the other one. Felicia. I don't know. But I just want to say, she just gave me a little look. I just want to say, like, you know, the almond milk thing is an issue. So
Yeah.
I just, you know, I'm glad you stuck up for me today.
Yeah, well, yep, you're good.
Felicia.
Carl from Fergus sending good morning from Fergus, and now it's like being in the center of the core of the sun right now.
Oh,
Do you
so
feel
nice
the
and
heat?
warm in here. It's beauty. It's gorgy.
My God, that was
Gorgy. Well, there you go. I'm just making you get that sweaty.
Allie
You're
and
welcome.
Ron need to know about taking any vaccines. Well, you know, I don't consider myself to be an authority. We only kind of report the things that are happening. I think that there are far more people, obviously, who have been vaccinated at this point and have not suffered adverse reaction. But, you know, I encourage everybody to do your own research and make the decision that, you know, best anchors in what you believe to be accurate. So
Right. Yeah.
everybody's going to do what they're going to do. So
Yep.
yeah. Bev B says, good morning with a heart, everyone. Hope all is well.
Hi, Beth.
I'm well.
I'm well.
She's well. She's well.
got my almond milk.
She didn't get any dairy, so yeah, she's good.
No EpiPen for breakfast this morning.
Okay, Mark, I haven't pre-read this comment, so this better not be contentious. Those at risk of blood clots may consider the chance of a fatal clot more likely and dangerous than fatal COVID, even though chance of contracting COVID is less. That's a lot of words.
We have a 1 o'clock show that we'll get back to on that. We're running out of time. We need to quickly go. We got tons of news.
I mean, I think that anybody with a pre-existing condition that predisposes them to any sort of a reaction should take note.
Yes.
Yeah. But, you know, thank you for muddying the waters.
And no, same with the Moderna. If you have an EpiPen or a type of allergy, you are asked not to take that brand. So
Yes.
thing, right? Just we have to get over to Craig. We are good. We are good. We're going over to Craig right now. We'll be back with some more social media and news right after this.
Thank you very much. Well, we're in for a little bit of a sloppy day today because we have mixed precipitation in the area. We'll show you that on the radar coming up. Right now it looks fairly calm out there. We're seeing some gray skies, maybe some light drizzle right now, but that could change to snow later on today. We'll show you why. For today, our temperature, we could exceed 5 degrees. But that's the call right now, is 5 degrees for the daytime high. And again, we're just going to be mainly cloudy for most of our day today, and then we're going to see some drizzle and some rain showers and some snow showers try to move into the area. As far as temperatures around the area, Thunder Bay coming in at 10 degrees today. That's not bad at all. 7 degrees in Wawa, 14 degrees is the hot spot in Timmins today, and 12 degrees in Sudbury. If we look at the radar and satellite, you can see just what's going on right now. We can see some light rain and drizzle, basically. Some blue here, which means it's snow, but that's in the mid-atmosphere. It's not really hitting the ground yet. We need this darker blue before we start seeing it kind of sticking to the ground, at least for a while. As far as our day today, this is the double stacked low pressure system we're dealing with. And when I say double stacked, it means there's a low pressure system at the surface and there's a low pressure system in the mid atmosphere, and they kind of ride together, and they very slow moving when it's a stacked low pressure system, which is why we've been in this same system, the same weather for the last 3 or 4 days, and it will continue for the next couple of days as well as this low pressure system moves out. For the next 3 days, we look like this. Again, we could see some sleet and some snow to start our day Thursday, especially overnight tonight. Temperatures tomorrow, hopefully hitting 8 degrees, going down to 3 degrees for an overnight low. For Friday, we rebound a little bit with some more sun and some cloud with 11 degrees, and then 12 degrees on Saturday, again with a mix of sun and cloud. And then next week, we're right back into the same pattern where we're seeing a couple of systems, slow-moving systems, sticking around, giving us some drizzle and some rain. And the temperatures could be a little better, but hey, we'll take them. They're still above seasonal at this point. That's your weather right now. We'll check the 7-day forecast coming up. Let's send it right back to Heidi and Colette.
Thank you. Welcome back to Heidi and Colette on the breakfast show, on the morning show. You want to go over that West End story? There was a little bit of a police presence last night on the West End.
Really quickly.
Yeah.
So yesterday, the 13th, at around 4 p.m., Sault Online was made aware of a growing police presence in the West End. And upon arrival in the 100 block of Wallace Terrace, the emergency services unit, including a canine unit as well as patrol units, could be seen surrounding a house. They also had roads blocked in the area, so at least one person was taken into custody from the location. Officers could also be seen entering the unit. Other emergency services were reported to be staging in the area. However, Sault Online was only able to confirm that fire had been deployed. So we have reached out to the police for comment on the situation, which took approximately an hour to bring to resolution. So stay with us. As more information becomes available, we will make sure that is shared.
Awesome stuff, Dan Gray. Okay, so Mayor Provenzano has made no excuses when it comes to Jamestown. From what I understand, once Carmen's Way was put up as the division, there was some issues there. Just did some research and history last night on this, because obviously I wasn't here when that was implemented or created. But there is an issue in Jamestown whereby drugs is problematic. We received a very well written letter. Actually, this letter went straight to Mayor himself as well. But Shauna Wilson wrote a letter, who's from the Jamestown area, and I encourage you to go to SaultOnline.com to read it. But just to highlight it, she's just writing saying, we need to do something about this. We live in this neighborhood. Hashtag Jamestown Strong is what they are running with as a marketing slogan to help raise the profile of Jamestown, clean it up, do something about it. And the mayor did respond very with a positive action, saying, he does apologize. He appreciates her communication, and they are going to try and work together. Again, I just want you to read that article that's posted to SaultOnline.com. But Jamestown Strong is the campaign tag that they're rolling with on Facebook as well. And we're going to go back to Craig for some more weather.
Okay, well, let's take a quick look at the next 7 days of your life with the board. And it's not looking all that bad. We do have a mix of sun and cloud, and even some sun showing up next week, but we also have some mixed precipitation to deal with over the next several days, especially during the nighttime, where temperatures could be hovering around the freezing mark. But otherwise than that, we don't see any accumulating snow like they have in Winnipeg, so that's pretty good news right there.
Thanks, Craig.
Yeah, thanks, Craig.
I cut you up earlier on social media. I'm sorry.
No,
I know we had to get going. So.
That's okay. We have a few more people who've popped up. Melissa D pops up to say, and these are all capital letters, so I feel compelled to speak from my diaphragm. Rawr! Good morning, have a great day. 2 exclamation points.
I love it.
Yes.
Big
yes. Giselle clarifies the coffee was meant for us, not for her.
See, Mike, she was just taking care of the ladies. Too bad. Too bad. We got coffee. Thanks, G.
Mark B pops up to say good morning with a little pink cheek smiley. Allie and Ron clarifies that Jim Whitty is in fact the cousin question.
I was going to say
Yes. Carrie, A-R-R-I.
Hi.
Wasn't there a Cheers
Because I
episode?
love you. Kelly, K-E-L-L-Y. Because I love you.
So Carrie acknowledges, she says, I'm a little late, but morning, ladies, with a cup of coffee. No worries. We're always happy when you pop up, Carrie.
Yes.
And then Bev B, and Mark and Bev B both have the same last name. She said, good morning, Mark, with a little heart.
Oh, we are budding. Is that a budding relationship? Are we?
I think with the matching of the last name, there probably is a pre-existing relationship.
I went to a romantic place. I'm so into Titanic and Jack and Rose and all. Come on,
Is
Rose.
that romance?
No, it's not.
Baby, I love you so much. I'm going to let you die a horrible, frigid death.
The Atlantic's not warm.
I said a horrible, frigid death.
I know you did. Hey, we'll be back at 1 o'clock today. Don't miss it. Enjoy your hump day morning, y'all.